always come up with some different ideas that completely blow us away. Sometimes they do it without any proper inspection. Some of these dangerous toys have been relegated to history, some of them achieved fad status, and some of them have been redesigned or banned and sent asbestos. The alarm was sounded in November 2007 when the toys maker CBS Consumer Products decided to leave it on the shelves in the run-up to Christmas. Rather than wait for the CPSC to negotiate a recall, the Asbestos Disease Awareness Organization filed a civil action to stop sales of the kit. Fisher-Price Power Wheels. Hoverboards aren't the only explosive toy in history. This popular Fisher-Price battery-powered ride-on was also branded a fire hazard in the late 1990s when 9 children were burned. Injuries were reported. Easy Bake Oven. The oven comes with packets of cake mix and small round pans, non-perishable and therefore do not have an expiration date. This iconic Hasbro toy is still on the market, but about 1 million were recalled in 2007 after just 250 reports of kids getting their fingers or hands stuck inside, with dozens of the incidents resulting in burns, including one that required a partial finger amputation. The Easy Bake Oven, now on the shelves, has been redesigned significantly. Indeed, dangerous toys for the kids. Lawn darts. Yes, lawn darts is on the dangerous toys list. It doesn't take much imagination to see why steel missiles with weighted skewers could make such a dangerous toy. Originally designed on Pierce lawns in a game similar to horseshoes, children found different ways to use the darts. After at least 3 children lost their lives, lawn darts were banned by the CPSC. The agency also recommended the destruction of existing sets. Definitely, it is one of the most dangerous children toys ever made, even under adult supervision. The Austin Magic Pistol. In the 1950s, when BB pistols weren't considered particularly dangerous, it took something special for a pistol to stand out. The Austin Magic Pistol managed to do that with its gas-powered combustion. The pistol used what the manufacturer called magic crystals made from chemical material. When mixed with water, the crystals would explode and fire a plastic ball 70 feet or more. There is still a store which keeps the dangerous toy in the past, but today's standards, this toy is classified as a firearm in many states. Magnetics. Magnetics building sets featured plastic pieces that would break open, spilling small, powerful magnets that were easily swallowed by curious toddlers. Unlike most small objects swallowed in this manner, the magnets don't pass through the digestive system. Instead, they connect with each other through tissue walls, sometimes forming large masses that twist intestines and cut off blood supply to vital organs. The result can be a painful end within hours. In 2005, when 22-month-old Kenny Sweet died after 9 tiny magnets reattached inside his throat, magnetics manufacturer Mega Bloks released a statement saying it had no record of knowledge of a similar occurrence involving this toy. Hannah Montana Pop Star Card Game. After arsenic, lead is the second most deadly household toxin in existence. Now, wasn't the only toxin sensation in 2007. One study found that 35% of all toys on the shelves contain high levels of lead and nearly 5% contain arsenic or toxic cadmium. Aqua Dots. One of 2007's most popular toys, Aqua Dots were small, colorful beads that could be arranged into different designs and then permanently set with a sprinkle of water. The water activated a glue in the coating of the beads, which fused them together. Innocent enough, but reports say almost immediately of children vomiting and lapsing into comas after swallowing the beads, because scientists discovered that the glue contained chemicals that metabolized into gamma hydroxybutyric, which is very dangerous for a human. Barbie and Tanner. Barbie was just trying to promote responsible pet ownership, but this particular set from 2007 went one step too far. Tanner, the pup, could eat and dispose of food, but the magnet inside the scooper accessory could come loose. And if a toddler decides to swallow more than one magnet, the forces of physics can cause intestinal perforation or blockage. This best kid toy somehow turned to become the worst kid toy ever. Clackers. You may find it in Reddit Stories' Top 5 list. Clackers, popular in the late 1960s and early 70s, were a simple toy. 2 heavy balls, typically made of hard acrylic, suspended from a string. Kids swung and clacked the balls together to make noise, sometimes with surprising style, but the clacker balls could become a projectile and the plastic could shatter and send jagged bits flying. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration, charged with regulating toys at the time, stepped in 1970. Sky Dancers Flying Dolls. It seemed like a clever idea. Sky Dancers, sold mostly in the latter half of the 1990s, were hard plastic dolls with wing-covered arms that sat in a molded base. When kids pulled a cord, their dolls launched and flew. Unfortunately, the dolls often launched themselves right into the kids themselves, and toy manufacturer Galoob received reports of eye injuries, broken teeth, serious cuts, and even a broken rib and a concussion. Nearly 9 million were finally recalled in 2000. Yo-yo water balls. The much-maligned yo-yo water ball, a squishy water-filled ball attached to a stretchy cord that bounces in a yo-yo motion, remains on the market. Some parents and officials crusaded for a ban in the early 2000s over concerns that the cord could pose a strangulation hazard. The liquid inside could be toxic, and the whole toy could be ultra-flammable. The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission declined to recall or ban the toy, but some states and retailers did stop selling them. New toy standards also limit the cord to a shorter length, lessening strangulation risk. Kick scooters. Kick scooters may be one of the most ubiquitous toys on the market, but they're also one of the riskiest. Researchers have found that they were behind a 40% rise in toy-related injury rates between 1990 and 2011. Researchers from Johns Hopkins say the most common injuries include arm and hand fractures and cuts, as well as bruises, strains, and sprains. Scooters aren't disappearing anytime soon, so experts stress the need for kids to wear helmets as well as knee and elbow pads while riding. Mini hammocks. You know that scene in the movies when an unsuspecting individual steps into an apparently innocuous cargo net only to be hoisted into the air by what turned out to be a trap? Someone decided to market them as hammocks for kids. You might think of it as the best kids' toy choice, but 10 different manufacturers eventually had to recall over 3 million mini hammocks after at least 12 children died between 1984 and 1985, and many more were injured. The hammocks did not feature spreader bars to keep them open, resulting in a twisting mess that risked strangulation every time a kid tried to get in or out. Snacktime Cabbage Patch Doll. The Cabbage Patch Dolls were a must-have toy for their time, sparking department store fights and pulling in billions of dollars in sales. The Snacktime edition pulled in more than just money, however, as its mechanical jaws tried to consume the fingers and hair of inquisitive and unlucky children. The Snacktime's mechanism was a one-way battery-powered roller with on-off switch. It was Atomic Energy Lab. When it was sold in the early 1950s as the most elaborate atomic energy educational set ever produced, Gilbert's original promotions claimed that none of the materials could prove dangerous. The instructions encouraged laboratory cleanliness by cautioning users not to break the seals on 3 of the ore sample jars, for they tend to flake and crumble, and it may run the risk of having radioactive ore spread out in the laboratory. In 2006, the pop culture publication Radar magazine called the lab set one of the 10 most dangerous toys of all time because of the radioactive material it included. Don't you think this would be the most dangerous kids' toy ever? Share your comments in the comment section below. Inflatable baby boats. Aqualeisure's various inflatable baby boat were supposed to be a fun way for a baby or toddler to float safely in a pool. The beads are undeniably mesmerizing. Made from super-absorbent polymers, they grow and grow, sometimes up to 200 times their original size when placed in water. Unfortunately, that means bad news for kids who ingest them. An 8-month-old even had injury to remove a water ball that had expanded to block the intestines. Though some brands of this our most dangerous toys were recalled in the late 2012, they're still on the shelves, mostly at craft stores and garden centers, etc. So, what do you think is the most dangerous toy? Don't you think we should be more conscious about buying toys? Share your comments in the comments section below. Like always, if you enjoyed, be sure to give us a big thumbs up and leave us some love in the comments section. To keep up to date with all our awesome videos, be sure to hit subscribe and turn your notifications on so you never miss a thing. Until next time, do take good care of yourself.
Horses have been domesticated and crossbred for more than thousands of years. Most large horses are draft animals, meaning that they're bred to pull heavy equipment. The Belgian draft horse is the strongest horse breed in the world, frequently winning worldwide pulling competitions. Stay with us till the end as we show Belgian draft horse, as well as some of the most powerful horse breeds in the world. Percheron. This is one massive animal. It originates from France, particularly the Huisine River Valley. This region was once known as Perche, thus the name Percheron. Percherons vary in size. They can be anywhere from 15 to 19 handing. They are still able to perform forward, capable of pulling carriages and caravans, while also serving as riding horses that can support heavier riders. Their body weight ranges from 500 to 650 kilos. Gypsy is popular in many countries for its unique characteristics, energy, strong muscular body, excellent color. In the past, this breed towed barges, pulled carts, and handled heavy plows. They are now used for both farm and industrial work. Their numbers have slowly dwindled, and they are considered endangered. Multiple groups are looking to revive this breed. This beauty is worth preserving. What do you think? Drop us a comment down below. These are still popular today for forestry and farm work. They also feature a lot in the advertising industry, thanks to their striking features. They date back to 1586 and have changed little since. The Suffolk Punch is one of the rarer horses. This beautiful horse comes in various colors as well, including bay, chestnut, gray, and roan. They have strong, solid legs and are quite muscular. Clydesdale. They are somewhere between 16 and 18 hands high and weigh between 1,800 and 2,000 pounds. They can be larger though. King Laguerre is perhaps the biggest Clydesdale around, standing at 20.5 hands high. It weighs 2,950 pounds, which is bigger than a Shire horse. The horses are known for their energetic nature. They can be quite gentle, but they are also rather excitable. One can use them for agriculture, industrial, and forestry purposes that require strength. They are also considered magnificent horses, an interesting fact that gets them into parades and horse shows. While they are prevalent in some countries, they are still at risk of extinction in others. This is mostly due to their larger size, which makes them somewhat challenging to keep. Soviet Heavy Draft. As the name suggests, this horse was developed during the Soviet era in Russia. It was initially bred from the Belgian Brabant, trained for heavy labor and agricultural work. It was recognized as a breed in 1952. This is one of several breeds that were all developed simultaneously. The Soviet Heavy Draft is known to be just 56 inches tall. While Morgan enthusiasts have stated that the horse Comanche, the only survivor of the Custer Regiment after the Battle of Little Bighorn, was either a Morgan or a Mustang, records of the U.S. Army and other early sources do not support this. Most accounts state that the Comanche was either of Mustang lineage or a mix of American and Spanish blood. Generally, horses are considered noble. They form a bond with humans which carries on for ages as long as they are treated right. Belgian Draft. Taller than most horses, but also lighter. This means it can't carry as heavy a load as other draft horses on this list, though it is still considered a heavy horse. The Brabant, or Belgian Heavy Draft, is a massive horse, powerfully built and standing between 16.2 and 17 hands. Its head is comparatively small and refined, with an intelligent expression. The Belgian Draft that is seen in the United States is not as massive as the Brabant, but still retains the proportions of the Brabant. The body is compact with a short, wide back and powerful loins. These horses are massive, with a characteristic double muscling over the top line of the horse's hindquarters. The gaskins are heavily muscled and the legs are short and strong. The hooves are medium-sized for a draft horse with only limited feathering. They weigh around 2,000 pounds and stand at 16.5 hands high. With their heavy weight, these horses are capable of pulling substantial loads. 2 Belgian drafts were recorded to pull 17,000 pounds. Today, these horses are most commonly used in heavy farm work and forestry. However, they are still useful as riding horses. This is one of the few draft breeds that is not on the edge of extinction. They are generally shorter than most other draft breeds, but are still pretty massive horses. The most well-known Belgian draft was named Brooklyn Supreme. This horse stood 19.2 hands tall and weighed over 3,000 pounds. Which horse can defend?
Assalamu alaikum friends, welcome to the Hazardous vlogs. My channel, subscribe my channel and share with your friends. Okay, I am working in Amazon warehouse. You can see that. Okay, if you need job in Amazon warehouse, then comment, send me your CV on WhatsApp. Okay, look at this work. And now I am finding a keyboard. Let's find a keyboard. Where is keyboard? That is keyboard. Look at this keyboard. Keyboard. And there is this barcode and successfully picked this item. Okay, that is and now I am going to 159. Let's see, where is 159? Oh, 159, there is very long distance in 159. I am going to the 159. There is very long space. Okay, there is very long space. Subscribe my channel.